Two particles A and B are connected by a rigid rod as shown here. The diagram is not missing. I'll put. This is the diagram. This is the diagram. This point is A. This point is B. Two particles A and B are connected by a rigid rod AB. The rod slides along the perpendicular rails as shown here. This is the perpendicular rail. This rod is moving upward, let us assume, per second. The velocity of A to the left is, the point A is moving at 10 meter per second. What is the velocity of B when the angle is 60 degree? Velocity of B when the angle alpha equal to 60 degree. This angle, this is alpha, is given in the diagram. Alpha equal to 60 degree, that is given. So we have to find velocity of B. Here, two particles A and B are connected by a rigid rod AB. The rod slides along the perpendicular rails as shown here. This moves upward in the perpendicular rail. This is perpendicular rail, this is horizontal rail. In the perpendicular rail, the point B is moving. It moves up means A must come closer. The velocity of A, that time the velocity of A is 10 meter per second. What is the velocity of B? That is asked. Here, beautiful sum. This AB, why he is saying that it is a rigid rod, AB. This AB is a rigid rod. That's why it is constant. Let us assume that the length of this rod is L. Length of the rod is L. So let us assume that initially OA is X, OB equal to Y. Let us assume. It is a right angle triangle. Therefore, I can write X square plus Y square equal to L square. I can write. This is the equation of this system. If you take any system, if you want to solve, then we have to write any equation for that system. That is done everywhere. For this also, we are writing equation for given conditions. Sin theta equal to CB by AC. Everywhere we are writing equation only. So like that, here also we are writing an equation. Here, the rod is a rigid rod. That's why L is constant. If even it is moved some distance, say, this A is moved from here to here, A dash. A comes to A dash, B goes to B dash. Let us assume. Then what happened? The rod will be like this. Then also, same right angle triangle, X square plus Y square equal to L square. Whatever may be the angle, L square, X square plus Y square equal to L square. But here the angle alpha, initial alpha is given 60 degree. That is there. But this is the equation. But velocity is given. Here we are having X is displacement of A, Y is displacement of B. Because B dash is the Y displacement. A dash is the X displacement. X and Y are given. If a total distance of X, total distance of Y square equal to L square, that we know. Let us deliberately differentiate because we are talking about velocity. Velocity means velocity of A is dx by dt. Velocity of B is dy by dt. That's why let us differentiate this. If we differentiate this, 2x dx by dt, because it is nowhere t is involved. That's why first we have to differentiate this with respect to x, then we have to differentiate with respect to t. Suppose I want to differentiate x square plus y square with respect to t. It's not possible to differentiate this with respect to t. That's why what I have to do is, suppose x square is given. I want to differentiate this with respect to t. So d by dt, I'm asking. How it can be done? It's not possible. That's why what I have to do is, let us assume that this is function of x. X square is function of x. Differentiate function of x with respect to x. Then you have to do dx by dt, we have to multiply. Like that, if you differentiate this with respect to t means, I'm directly writing 2x dx by dt. Plus, I have to differentiate this with respect to t, but it is not possible. That's why I'm writing 2y. I'm differentiating with respect to y. Then I'm writing dy by dt. I think now this dx by dt comes into picture. From this we can understand. Once equal to, we know that this is constant. If I differentiate any constant, you will get 0. What is given? The velocity of A is given. Dx by dt is given. 2x 10 meter per second is given, plus 2y dy by dt. What is the velocity of B is asked. Dy by dt is asked. Therefore, dy by dt equal to minus 2x multiplied by 10 divided by 2y. 2 getting cancelled. Y by x is what? Tan 60 equal to y by x. Am I correct or not? Tan 60 equal to y by x. Y by x equal to tan theta. That way also you can do. 10 divided by y by x. That is equal to 10 divided by tan 60. You can write 10 by root 3. So 5.8 is the answer.